How's my hair? I forgot to ask.
Oh, it looks good. All floofy.
Noof, noof. How are you? I'm sorry I just got here.
Like, so I was getting dressed this morning and thinking, okay, Sue's going to wear a new red sweater. I need to wear something that does, but now I realized I probably didn't make a good choice. That would have clashed
together.
No, it looks good together.
But yeah, but I was thinking, like,
Red
what am I going
sweater?
to wear? I didn't want to match you, but
my Willard is still drying. Wow. Anyway.
so what are you wearing?
Oh, this is
This whole thing?
This whole thing. Snowy Forest, knit by Lindsay, who
so
will be
fluffy.
teaching this class in January.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Cute, isn't it?
It is. It's
My
darling.
daughter, when she was here, she's like, I like that sweater. And then again, I really like that sweater.
Well, start knitting, girl.
Yeah. I know, she can knit it.
If you turn just slightly, we may see the sparkle.
Some glisten.
We put a little sparkle in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lang Mohair Luxe Lame.
And Andorra combined for
Right.
this. It's another Midori house pattern, like ranunculus. So it's one of
right.
those. It's a nice pattern. So anyway,
Yeah, I like it.
yeah, I like it too.
Can
It's
you
a great,
register
it's a
for
great
the
sweater.
class yet?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can. Yep,
On the
it's on the
website.
website. Just go to events and
4 Saturdays
there.
in January.
yeah, she's actually going to kind of focus on like each class is going to focus on one of the cables. So
Because you're increasing. I mean, there's definitely some technique, and there's some homework.
and yeah, you got to do the
Got
collar
to do
first.
this collar part ahead of time, so that you can just dive right into the learning.
Right.
So, and she's a great teacher.
That class is going to fill up quickly.
I think so because she's been in the store a few times and has been with a few people, and they're all like, "I want to do that sweater. I want to do," because she's got another sweater too. So, yeah, she's got
In
a little.
demand.
She has a little following, I would say. Yeah. Hey, we wanted to remind everybody
Oh,
that
this for me? Thank you.
yes, it's for you, and you're going to get one every quarter, and it is going to have a little project in here of your favorite
Sweet.
colors,
Cool.
your color scheme. You can either do like pinks and purples, which is called the Splash of Pomegranate, or maybe you want to go kind of warm toned and go with a hot toddy, or
do that.
maybe you want to do
Salt on the rim.
which is, you know, you could go neutral, but, you know, we got some really great neutrals. Or you could go with a twist of lime, which might be more like this. So, yeah, and it's going to have some fun goodies in it.
Zest from
We're
Zest.
pretty excited about it. So if you are still thinking about a great subscription box, this is going to be a great one. It's really, I think you'll really like it. Most of the people that, we didn't get any, everybody loved it, really. And the reviews, they're actually...
Last year.
Right, from last year's.
year.
They're on the website right now, but we do have a few reviews, so you can kind of get an idea of, you know, how people really liked it and it was packaged, and, you know, we really think about you, how you're going to react when you open it. We want it to be really special.
A
for you.
present.
Yeah, like a present. You know, it's like you get a present in December that you're getting it, and then it's like it keeps on. Like you
Every
just,
quarter.
It's going to be a cool surprise. I kind of wish I would do it, but
But
I
You might
kind
have
of
to
know
know
what
the
it is.
spoiler.
Yeah, so, but
The
also,
deadline.
yeah, the deadline is December 31st. So, but
Yep.
if you can't decide, we do have the full flight. So you would get,
One of each color.
like, at each shipment, you might get, like, you might get the Splash of Pomegranate in one and Salt on the Rim on the next, but it'd be great. So, and they're all going to be projects that are completely doable.
In between other projects.
Yep, you don't have to feel like, you know,
Yeah.
I have to drop that my shawl project to do another really big project. No, these are going to be doable kind of in-betweeners,
And you could, I mean, there are things you could make for yourself, obviously, but if you know, end up not loving it, or, you know, it's a gift. You've got 4 potentially gifts to give throughout the year. Somebody's birthday, whatever, anniversary.
yeah, so
yeah.
I think you
Graduation,
will love
back to
that.
school,
So we've
all
got,
those things.
that's all on the website, easy to find and locate. So, yeah.
On the Rocks box. Okay, check.
But today...
What are you working on? Are you working on anything?
Yeah, you know, I'm working on Alice's sweater, but I'm also started working on this really fun project
Hey, it
from
matches
the Marl.
totally camouflaged there. You want me to hold that? And
I
you
mean,
hold
I
this?
think, what's the story there, Linda? You guys
Okay.
maybe need to do an color intervention for me, because
And you're always asking people to step out of their box.
but that's what I'm doing.
Not really.
That's what it's going. This will still be in there, so.
That's fun. I'm almost done with the sockhead hat that
You kind of are. It's going to look great on
I'm
your
going to start
popsy.
decreasing. This is from my dad, but I'm doing this fun thing that we talked about last week where I'm going to he'll know all this already probably. Okay. Merry Christmas. Here's your socks. And here's your hand knit hat to match.
What I think about this gift is, Merry Christmas. I'm going to give these socks that I did not have to make. The hat's the easy part.
Or there's the sockhead hat actually is a nice pattern, and she's adapted it or modified it recently, so she's got it sized from baby all the way to like really large head. You know, everyone has a different size head, and you don't have to make it as slouchy, all
Right,
that stuff.
'cause
But it's a nice format, really good job, and she's got another pattern out there, the sockhead cowl.
Oh, okay.
So I just had a funny image though. What if you tried to get somebody's picture? You know, you gave them a hat and socks.
And how would you
How
be
would
able
you
to
get
get
them
that? They'd have to do
downward dog.
yeah,
or
something. Yeah, there you go. Can your dad do that?
I don't think so. I mean, he probably should.
We need to
but
get
yeah,
that picture
that'd be
for
funny.
sure.
So anyway, yeah, that's a good gift idea for people, and totally doable.
Sorry,
Okay.
my eye is watering, everyone. So, just don't want you to think I'm bawling like a baby over this project.
Oh, okay,
So,
so touching.
I
Okay,
think I
what are
got
we
to make
talking
it.
about today besides?
well, we're actually talking about Christmas Eve cast-ons.
Ooh.
So,
Time to decide.
yeah, because
Plan
you
it.
want to be prepared.
Mhm.
You know you've got some other projects that you might need to finish before Christmas, but those are all for gifts. So if you haven't heard of Christmas Eve cast-on, it's really a great way to do it for it's a knit for yourself. It's like it's the one time like you feel like you can do some selfish knitting without feeling really bad about it because you just finished all these projects.
It could be part of your new holiday tradition where, you know, it's just your time to relax. A lot of people have that. If you have little kids, maybe not. Probably
Once
not
they
the
go
right
to bed,
time.
maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
if you're like Alice and those kids go to bed at 8 o'clock, that's it.
But what if you have to what if Santa has to put together something?
Well,
That's
yeah,
a problem.
yeah, it is.
You're not having any Christmas Eve cast on time, I don't think.
Maybe pour a drink and give yourself 45 minutes.
Right.
To cast
There you
on
go.
Yeah.
and start.
Okay, that could work. I
Okay.
could get into that.
So
too.
we've
Okay.
got a few great ideas, and one of the first ones, which
yeah, that's a good
Ashley sort of turned us into this,
Mm-hmm.
it's called the Merry Thickmas Socks. Just thickness.
one. Thickmas.
So thick. What does the thick mean? Because it's
You're
Double
holding
stranded.
two
Oh,
strands
okay.
Nice and
of
thick.
Okay.
string.
So
Goes
these
faster.
are pretty cool. This is a picture from her.
So
Like,
Summer
and
Lee
these were-
Knits has lots of good sock
And
patterns.
this was the same gal. And what were these called? The
That
Think.
was last year, and she did Thicksgiving.
Oh, okay. So the cool thing about it, you can use your stash if you want and take 2 strands of fingering weight and pair them together. So you're getting a worsted weight sock, basically?
She says DK, but I don't
What
know.
size did you knit yours
What size
on? What
needle?
needle?
Oh, well, that was a year ago.
Okay, I'm just going
Okay.
to guess it was probably like a 4.
Yes, go with
Okay.
that.
Maybe 4 or 5.
All right, so the cool thing about these, though, so it's very similar to this, but what we've done here is the cuff and the toe, that's maybe knit out of one color that you've double stranded, and I'll show you some examples. And then for the body of the sock, you're going to drop one of those strands and pull in a colorful strand. So, and I've always loved this sort of technique. The glitch hatches like that. I love it because they're all the speckles. So, like here are some examples. So we've got a neighborhood and a hedgehog. So cuff and sole, right? Or cuff and toe and heel out of that. And then add this in with it. That would
Or
be,
do the Thicksgiving.
well, yeah.
and do that whole
yeah,
thing.
you could do that too. But we're just giving some examples of how, like this I love this pairing. This is absolutely
That kind
fabulous.
of coordinates with your outfit.
Maybe that's why I like
There
it.
you go.
And then this one, and I love the speckles from Neighborhood. They really do. Like I love Ashley's eye. She does a great job pairing.
Oh, I thought you
Pairing
took better
your-
eye makeup.
Well, that's gorgeous.
I
as well.
do. I love your eye makeup. Very beautiful.
I seriously thought you were going to say eye makeup.
Why would I say
Because you
that?
said you love Ashley's eye for color, and I was just thinking eye makeup. Okay. I mean, I heard
Okay.
eye,
No,
and
anyway.
I went to eye
That
makeup.
was Thickmas
This was Thickmas.
Socks.
Yes.
By
And,
Summer Lee.
And this is something, I've been kind of going on about maybe I want to do socks and stuff, but this
They go fast.
I love.
They do.
I love
Really
this
go fast.
idea.
And who doesn't have sock yarn in their stash? I'm sorry,
Right.
people.
I do have
do.
some.
Everyone does. Because
Also,
you go
I'd
places,
like to
yeah.
say she gives three or
Oh,
four
right.
patterns within the patterns.
Right. So there's this vanilla sock,
Vanilla,
cable.
Mm-hmm.
and then
You said reverse stockinette,
Reverse
which is
stockinette.
cool because she actually does it so you can turn the sock inside out and do the knitting
Cool.
instead of
purling.
purling.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So which
Great
So
way
every
it's
to
all
do.
within that one pattern.
Right.
And
That's-
she has videos on how to weave in your ends as you go,
Oh.
Okay.
which is nice. when
That's
you're
primo.
dropping and picking up. and
Right.
Blah, blah.
Oh,
Right.
fun.
Yeah, that's great.
Her patterns are good. I did her little shorty socks this
For
summer.
the sock
and
exchange,
There
they're
were many
so
different
cute.
options. So does she do that for all of them, I wonder?
Maybe she's
Yeah,
a
I
really
like
good
her.
writer, pattern writer.
She'd be fun
Okay,
to meet
cool.
up with.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
All
right.
Okay, next we have the Color Explosion Throw. If any of you follow the Modern Daily Knitting Field Guide ladies, they've been talking about this a lot because it's Marl's is
the
their
latest
newest
one, Marl's number 19. It's by Cecilia Campanchari.
She also did
Campachario.
sequences from them.
Right.
So, and we happen to be good friends with Julie Rowan, and Julie started right in on this as soon as it came out. So this is the Color Explosion Throw.
Using felted tweed.
Felted tweed from
And
Rowan.
so I'll show you.
Well, that's a third of it, right? Or
Right.
A
A fourth.
So
Yeah,
that-
she has one
that
strip.
is the picture from the book.
So Julie has one strip done, and this is going to be obviously a blanket, a throw for her. And we love it.
And it looks reversible.
Oh,
yeah,
totally.
I love it. Yeah.
We do. We really, really love it. The pattern is nicely written with a suggestion for like buy 15 felted tweed colors or
11.
something. 11, sorry.
And then you get 55 different marl combinations.
And they have it.
11 skeins.
They have it all like mapped out for you.
Yeah.
Julie. So here's some felted tweed.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
do
that.
love that.
That's a beautiful palette.
But
wanna
what?
get
Good eye, Ashley.
Yeah, good eye.
Good eye makeup.
You know what I love about this, though? If you look really close where it's seamed together, they have a really fun way to seam it together where you get to, like, introduce another color.
Cool.
I love that.
Okay, so Julie has done her own thing. She has this gorgeous palette of felted tweed.
Yeah, she's been collecting for a long
playing
time.
with colors. And so you could totally do this too. She's got, okay, I know it's going to be hard to explain. So she's started with the burgundy in here, and she's using blue, and then she introduced a mauve, and then she did mauve, dropped the burgundy, then mauve and gray,
Okay,
and
I
then
see.
gray
So she
and
kind of
teal, and anyway, so that's great. I love it.
Makes the color change a
It
little
looks-
less
right, but it kind of has
harsh.
more right.
It blends it a little bit.
It flows
It
really
flows.
nicely. It's like it all
flows.
goes
It
together.
flows.
So Julie, if you are watching,
We love
are
this.
loving this.
And Julie said she took a picture of this because she doesn't really want to replicate going forward. Anyway, it's
each
fabulous.
Each one of her strips are going to be different.
I think.
Yes.
I mean, within reason.
And she's got her picture because she doesn't want to, when she does the second panel, she doesn't want the pinks to be next to each other. and
Right,
The blues,
right.
So she's going to alternate. But she could combine totally different colors each strip.
Yeah, it's really pretty. And
yeah, I love how
felted
that
tweed
worked out.
doubled up feels really good.
Yeah,
It's
that'd
gonna be a fantastic blanket.
Yeah, I keep saying it's like time for me to make a new blanket.
But this could be it. And Julie said it is. It's a nice, relaxing knit, and it's fun because of the color change.
And very predictable. Like, I feel like
I mean, the knitting
pattern
itself
is
is nice and predictable,
memorizable.
but it's fun to do because you're watching those colors.
And it's
grow.
even reversible. Like, even when you have to add, like, because I think you know, it's
and
going to be
she's
on both
spit
sides.
splicing, pro tip. So
Yes,
there's
so
no ends to weave in. That's a great thing too.
She'll probably be keeping this blanket.
I think so. Julie has some other really nice blankets that we've borrowed over the years. So it's beautiful.
Okay, well, speaking
Okay,
of
so that
this
could be a great
awesome-
Christmas Eve cast on.
awesome book, I am actually making this. It's called the Marlogram.
Oh, that's this, that camouflage?
Yeah. Yes. You can't really see a lot of it happening yet, but it's a fun little texture, and Cecilia uses her sequence knitting. So it's like, it's just a certain pattern of knits and purls, but you just repeat it going all the way, and then I'll be doing some shaping on the edges, and eventually here.
The cool thing is the yarn.
Right, yeah. The cool thing is the yarn, and I'm using Freya, the shawl balls. And
Nice.
yeah, so it will change colors eventually, and it's going to be really pretty at the end. And then so when I sew it together, there will have a different color, you know, butted up to the other color. So I'm pretty excited about that. And that will be kind of an ongoing project at home and here at the store, because I can knit it without even really thinking about it.
And that's the Marlogram.
The Marlogram, yep, let me just make sure. Marlogram scarf. It's actually named, it's kind of taken after her parallelogram scarf, which is in her other
Sequences,
modern
yeah.
daily knitting book
Sequences.
called Sequences. So,
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
a pro.
so,
So you could get this book in your stocking and then have your Christmas Eve
yeah, talk
cast
about a
on.
great
Or
stocking stuffer.
stockings come later maybe, but not necessarily. So yeah, I'm babbling. But that would be
Okay.
good.
All right.
Great Christmas Eve cast on ideas. Okay, and then the blanket, just one more thing about that. That can carry you through the whole winter. And knitting a blanket in the winter is very satisfying.
You know, I've had a lot of people ask me about, especially newer knitters, I've just got to get this done. I can't do any other project until I get this done. And I keep telling everybody, no, I'm going to give you permission. You have to have at least maybe 4. I used to say 3, but now I say 4 projects on your needles, because there's every time in
And a
your day in
blanket
your
at
life.
all times.
Yes. Yeah. And that's, so I give you permission to work on extra projects.
It's, yeah,
I don't want you to
definitely.
feel guilty about
need to.
dropping one to start another one. So
It, depending on your time of day,
Yep.
where you are in life, all that good stuff. Okay, we have many project ideas for Christmas Eve cast on from 52 Weeks of Shawls, which, okay, we've got this.
it
We
is
have
a
great-
beautiful book.
We have many more copies of this. This would be a wonderful gift as well. Speaking of gifts, books this weekend are going to be on sale.
Yep, books and
Okay,
kits, and we actually have
books and
some
kits.
examples
Okay.
of some kits.
So
for
anyway,
later.
we digress, but okay, within 52 Weeks of Shawls, there are 52 different patterns. Silta from Tiff Nylon, sorry Tiff, would be a wonderful project to start.
And we have pulled some
Acadia.
Acadia from Fiber Company, which is an absolutely beautiful yarn. It has, I don't even know how to describe it, but it has, there's something in it that little like, it's like a tweed, but it's not a tweed. I don't know how to describe it, but the way Fiber Company dyes their yarn is
It's
pretty
silk.
incredible.
It's the silk in
the
there,
way
yeah.
they dye the yarn, there's a lot of depth, so you can't just see it in the camera, but if you're like looking at it, you can see that this color right here has more than just purple. There's some blues in there and there's some pinks, but it's just, it totally, the way they dye their yarn is just incredible, and knitting with this yarn would be fabulous.
And this is just some beautiful stitch work, stitch patterns. It's nothing complicated. So that's nice too, because you kind of need to unwind after all the December craziness. And the drapiness that Acadia provides for this particular pattern would be
The
so
silk
good.
in there will be great.
Yeah,
Yep.
it just, the drape is just
Silk and
fabulous.
alpaca, yeah. Okay,
Okay,
the
rough.
next one we want to highlight is called Rough, R-U-F. That's
And
really pretty.
we wanted to highlight this new yarn that we have called Lang Gordon. And it's a beautiful blend of wool and a little bit of cashmere and tweed. And we have been getting some really great reports on this. It's been relatively new for the shop, but and so
It's nice,
not a lot of
soft.
people have been able to try it, but those that have love it. So that would
little
be
bit of
sport
that
a
would
little
be
bit of
beautiful.
cashmere
Well,
in
it's kind of a DK sport. Yep.
Okay, seedling is another one that, oh, that's really pretty. And that looks like it would carry you into spring, summer nicely with the weight of the yarn.
Oh yeah, this is fabulous.
Balayage.
Balayage. And I'm the one that told everybody how to pronounce it at the beginning, and now I can't talk it, say it anymore. But that would be incredible for that. Yeah,
That's
this
called
stitch work.
seedling. And here's
Gorgeous.
another, there's the photographs in 52 weeks. This makes it a coffee table book. I could give this to my brother in Los Angeles who
And
kind
he
of
would
lives
enjoy
with-
it?
He has many beautiful coffee table books,
Okay.
and I think it would fit right in, even though he's not a knitter.
Maybe you should do that.
Yeah,
I want
Alex.
to find out about that reaction.
Then they could talk about it with Doug.
Right.
That'd be fun. Okay, scarn rhymes with yarn. That's really pretty.
And this is a worsted or Aran weight.
Ooh,
and
Kathmandu.
so Kathmandu is another beautiful.
Cashmere.
It's
It's
got
just
some silk in it.
silk.
Just knitting with this will just be dreamy.
I thought
so,
all those would drape really well.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
Oh,
yeah, really nice.
Yeah. I think this book would be an excellent book to have on your book. Yep.
Contemporary shawl knitting.
Yep.
I think there's just a nice variety of
And it's really not
levels.
just all shawls in there. There are some cowls and stuff
neck,
too.
shoulder.
Are the
Yeah.
field guides on the website, or do they need to call?
They are all on the website, every one of them.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so this weekend, what is it?
Well, first of all, we're open on Sundays. We want to remind
Yeah,
you that we
we
are
are.
open on Sundays from 12 to 4. And so so we've decided to offer a few things to, try to get everybody in. So we have some kits, just some examples. So the knit collage, really
Kits.
fun hat.
So kits and books this weekend will be on sale.
Yep, so those are some fun.
There's some examples of kits.
We've got the polka dot sheep, the roof landing. Sorry, it's a little crinkly, but
Rooftop.
yeah, rooftop landing. Isn't that cute with the little reindeers?
That's
And
darling.
we've got a lot of color combos, more than this. So, and these are all on the website too. So,
Kasani kit, you guys. This is cotton and cashmere from Barocco. The
yeah,
yarn
it's
itself.
a 50-50
Ah,
mix.
it feels so
Yeah,
good.
it's yeah,
So
really cozy and
yeah.
soft. And if you're making anything for anybody that's maybe not in this temperature, cold, this with the cotton in there, I mean, anybody that's in a little bit more temperate zone, I think would really enjoy this, even when when it gets cool.
3 color combos.
And it's a great gift for any knitter. And that's the nice thing about kits. You don't have to knit them. You can gift
Give
them.
them.
Just give them.
Give
Because
'em.
the pattern is all involved.
Perspectives kits. We have other colors, but this one is our favorite.
It
Why?
is developed
Yarn
just
bar
for the
colors.
yarn bar. See our little pimento.
And we've got some great ideas. People using
Yes.
colors. With
I
the
will.
little red olive.
I think I'm gonna post. I posted it on our story. I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna post that on a regular feed, just so you guys can see what you can
Easy
do
to
with
find.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really cute.
With the red, some people are like, "What's the red for?" Well, it's our pimento.
That's right.
It's just for fun.
You can't
It's
have
so fun to see
a
what people do
martini
with it.
without it. Yeah, we've seen it a few different ways, but we'll post a.
Yeah,
a
so you
great
could
way.
just use it for the cast on. You could use it in a tassel. Anyway, lots of fun. We should have a contest to see
What's the best thing? Yep.
Another kit that we have is our cross stitch kits. These are super fun. Those will be on sale this weekend.
And everything's in here. Everything.
LaCroix. Yeah, it's all
I know.
right there.
I've seen the LaCroix and that's a thing right now.
Right. Okay, and then books. I mean, we have so many beautiful books. Practical, beautiful, useful. Not all like for knitters too. There's some that are more like just reading about making in general, which is
Right.
a good thing to do
Yeah.
for all of us. The making part and reading is good too. So
Yeah, so come and peruse
Do
the
it all.
books. We don't mind if you pre-shop.
yeah, yeah.
So-
Make a list.
Yep.
Tell your people.
Check it twice.
Check it twice. Books. We're
Make
well
sure
stocked.
they're naughty or nice. Hey, I know it's time to go, but I just wanted to relate a little story that I almost had a really bad thing happen this morning. I had to take the dog to the groomer. My mittens are over on the table. But
did he poop on the mittens?
No. I brought Zeke into the groomer.
Okay.
I had my special mittens on. And these mittens I made back.
Oh, you almost lost them.
Yes. Oh. And I was freaking out. I was going to put my mittens on, and I only had one. And I'm like, oh, my God. And I stopped the car. I actually pulled over. That's how fraught I was. I called the groomers. I said, you guys need to run out in the parking lot and check and see if my gloves are there.
Don't mind the snow.
And they said, we'll call you back. They called me back. They said, we did notice how cool your mittens were. We talked about it, but we didn't see it in the parking lot. And I'm like, oh
no.
So then I'm like, okay. So I drove to work, and then when I got out of the car, which, by the way, parking in our parking lot,
in our spot.
A lot of snow is in one of our spots.
Yeah.
I went around to the other side of my car, and it had flown over the seat.
Okay.
It was such a relief because I've had these since a long time since my little thumbs are
you should do a repair.
I know.
Hey, video opportunity.
I know I should. So I didn't even. They're not even really alike.
They're not.
I didn't finish doing my duplicate stitching.
But
funny. I will tell you, the orange yarn is buried in here that I need to do it with.
It's inside.
It's inside here. I think it is.
What? I don't get it. Oh, there's a liner thing.
Well, it used to be.
It's long gone.
It's gone now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'll fake it.
All righty.
Anyway.
See you this weekend.
All right. We'll see you soon.
Thank
Bye.
you.